fancy way. We're going to go live anyway. They said for best viewer experience, they wanted to do portrait mode, but we don't have time to do portrait mode. We done had enough technical difficulties for the night. Without further ado, God bless the family. Peace and blessings to the family. I am your host. Welcome to another episode of the Manhood Mentor Show. This is a late night edition, family. Special late night edition where we're going to talk about welcome you to real estate reality, right? Hello, welcoming you to the real estate reality of the world that we living in today. How everybody doing? Everybody under the sound of my voice, how you doing, man? Yeah, I'm extra excited to be with you guys on this late night, okay? And one of the reasons why we decided to do a late show, because see, not everybody is sleepy right now, right? See, it's some people who really up and at it, and they really want to get to it the way that it's supposed to be done, right? I know some people, they probably in bed getting ready for work, but nonetheless, you're going to see the stream on the replay. Make sure that you take your time, pay attention, take your notes, and use the information that we give to you, because there's going to be some valuable information that hopefully can help you and your family elevate to the next level of financial stability, right? Look, y'all, it's a lot of things going on in the world, right? It's a lot of policies that are being promoted to us. There's a lot of changes that are being offered to us. And one thing that we all got to do is, right, we all got to really take some time and just sit still for a minute and think, right? And think about what it is that you could be doing and what it is that you should be doing to better your situation, right? Whether it's with the red team or the blue team, whether you going Republican or Democrat, whether you vote independent, whether you vote bipartisan, nonpartisan, whatever your stance is in the political arena, man, whatever your stance is in society as a whole, make sure that you're voting for the decisions that help you and your family advance your goals, right? And one of those things that can help you advance your goals is real estate, right? Real estate is one of them industries that nobody can get around. Everybody is involved in real estate one way or the other. Whether you sell real estate, whether you buy real estate, or whether you live in real estate, you still gonna be involved in the real estate industry one way or the other. So what I say is, cut me in or cut it out. Hello, I say cut me in or cut it out, man. See, the house that you live in, either you own it or you renting it. The apartment that you live in, either you own it or you renting it. And if you sleeping on the curb and you living outside, you really wish you was living on the inside of a house or an apartment that you own or that you rented. One or the other, man. There's no way to get around real estate. That's why we decided to do this show. So look, without further ado, right, let's get into the lesson, man. And before I get into all of the details of the lesson, just want to give you a brief overview, right? I wasn't always born into wealth, okay? Matter of fact, I wasn't born into wealth at all, but I didn't always have access to wealth, right? It was through years of trial and error, finally learning tips and tricks and rules and lessons on the game of finances and survival is what helped me to get stable at a later point in my life. And what I'm hoping to do with these programs and many more to come, as we've already done in the past, is to help you lay a foundation for you and your family to now be able to stand on, get your legs up under you, be able to take the information and the knowledge that I share with you and move in the right direction, right? Because this world is designed to distract you, to confuse you, to mislead you. It's designed to take you down the wrong path, and the reason being is because exploitation is big business. Hello, see, exploitation is big business. If you don't know what you don't know, you could be inadvertently being exploited and you still wouldn't know. All you realize is, man, it's been 5 years, 10 years I've been in the same position. It's been 15, 20 years I've been in the same position. It's been 25, 30 years I've been in the same position. Why? Because you could be unconsciously being exploited. But look, hopefully after this lesson tonight, right, welcoming you to the reality of real estate, hopefully by the end of this lesson, man, you got some foundational tips and tricks that you can use moving forward to help you now navigate your way into the beginning stages of owning real estate. So look, y'all, right, on our first slide, what we want to do is we want to emphasize the importance of you knowing that 2024 is the year of opportunity in real estate. Now, you probably thinking what you bought. The interest rates are at an all-time high. Inflation is at an all-time high. We got the border issue. We got policy issues. We got healthcare issues. We got unemployment issues. Like, we got so many issues in our country and abroad. You probably thinking, man, well, why do you say that the year 2024 is the year of opportunity in real estate? Well, it's simple, man. Right? Where one person's trash is another person's treasure. Where one person's struggle it's another person's come up. It's another person's opportunity to now alleviate him or her from that struggle and get a good deal in real estate. Hello, see, that's just how it goes, right? Because you see another person who may be struggling in a particular area of business, it don't mean that you're going to have that same struggle. See, if you sit on the sideline long enough, see, do you know why they red shirt athletes in certain sports leagues, in certain industries? Do you know why when a person comes into the league as a rookie or as a cadet, they always put that cadet or that private with a mentor or an older person who got a little more experience in all aspects of business and organized endeavors, right? They do it so that the person who's younger now can hopefully learn the structure and the best practices of their business so you don't end up struggling the way that other people have done because they came in the game without the right information, right? See, the overall inventory levels as of mid-2024, they say the inventory of multifamily properties has seen a slight increase due to construction projects catching up with demand. However, the market remains tight in many urban areas with it being at its highest point. Now, I'm in two industries right now. I'm in real estate and I'm in the trucking industry, right? Now, it's certain aspects of the trucking industry that serve the real estate market more than others, i.e., flatbeds. Okay, so if you hauling flatbed loads, the flatbed trailers tend to haul construction material out to the real estate projects, out to the development sites more often than the dry van would, right? And I had that vision and that foresight for myself when I decided to get into trucking because I was already in real estate. I wanted to take an aspect of trucking for one that would, in essence, pay us more money per load, but for two, would be able to complement the other aspect of business that I had already chosen, right? And when I decided to get into the multifamily aspect of real estate, I started off with a single family house first, but that was for me to live in. And then once I got that stable and generated some equity and being able to now understand how the market works and how the real estate industry works, then I took that knowledge and that financial stability from owning that house for so long, and then I used the advantages of that and then bought a multifamily property and then built from there. Why? Because you're looking at multifamily real estate as a way for you to now benefit from the mortgage that you pay. Hello, see, when you get a multifamily property, what a lot of people don't know is you're looking at the bottom line, which is the purchase price, okay? Now, what the bank tends to do is however many units that property has in it, some people would look at the purchase price and say, well, Jabbar, I can't afford a $1 million multifamily property. I can't afford a $600, $700, $800 multifamily property on my salary. What the bank does, because the bank is going to loan you the money, the bank in essence is like your silent partner, right? So now when you go to the bank will give you credit for about 75% of what their rent roll is, right? So just some quick interaction, engagement in the lesson, family, right? Take your calculator out, put the number 10 on your calculator, okay? I'm gonna go through the exercise with you because you guys gotta learn this stuff, right? We getting off the short bus and we getting off the late freight and the train to nowhere. We want to start now learning how to use the knowledge that's available to us to put ourselves in a better position for long-term gain and long-term success, right? So look, if you pull out your calculator, right, and you put the number 10 on the calculator, now the bank gives you 75% cash flow income credit towards the purchase price or your qualification price of that property. So if you do 10 times 7.5, right, 75%. So now let's say that property cost you $100,000. If you times that by 75%, the bank will in essence give you credit for an additional $75,000 on your earned income, because this is income that you will be earning from the property. So if you made $80,000 on your salary, they would give you credit for another $75,000 because this will be a part of the rent roll and your earned income now because they're your silent partner. That's how they looking to assess if this is a good value and a good investment opportunity for them to loan you the money on, right? So this is a hack right here. Don't automatically disqualify yourself because you're looking at the bottom line of the price. No, you got to take 75% of what the rent roll is that the property is generating, and then you add that in combination with what your yearly salary is, and then now this how you start to get your qualifying amount, right? So they say the inventory levels right now are at an increase because a lot of people are losing their homes. So for all of those who haven't bought a home yet, for all of those who haven't bought multifamily property yet, this is a great time for you to get into the business. Even though the interest rates are high, I just showed you how you can end up with 75% of the rent roll value now credited to you in combination with your yearly salary, and this will help you qualify for the bottom line of the property, right? So now, why multifamily outshines single family investments, right? Steady income. So how many times have we, me included, right? When I used to work a job, if I wanted to make more money, it's only two things you can do, family. Either you can get overtime hours on your job, which means you physically having to go in on Saturday, go in on Sunday, go in early before your normal shift, stay later after your normal shift, or you will pick up another job. Hello, listen. I was told 2 jobs for 2 people, right? I was told that if you got 2 jobs really is for 2 people. The only reason why you got 2 jobs is because the one job is insufficient. So now, what do we do having the knowledge and the intellect that we all have access to now via the internet and other networking sources? What do? Right? Now you have to acquire new information and apply the information. This is why we're talking about the importance of multifamily investing. See, if you get a single family house, who's gonna pay for that mortgage? You. Me too. Right? I'm paying for my mortgage too. Right? But when you get a multifamily property, it's multiple doors. It's multiple doors inside of that one property. So even though you got one mortgage payment, the mortgage payment is divided in between the amount of doors that are inside of your property. See, so now you got an additional stream of income. So now you're not thinking if I need more money, I just got to work more hours. No, now you're thinking if I need more money, I need to get more property, right? See, now we're thinking like kings and queens, and we thinking long term. Excuse me, fam. I got to make sure the stream's still popping, man. We had some slight technical difficulties. So now you got to start thinking long term like a king and a queen who's building an empire, right? We all know that our bodies are on loan. Our health and our physicality is going to deteriorate over time, right? But your brain shouldn't deteriorate, right? Your brain should be getting sharper even if your body isn't, okay? So use your brain. Get the knowledge and the information that's being available to you, network and collaborate with other people, use the information, and now broaden your perspective on generating additional income. This is one of the benefits of multifamily investing, right? A higher ROI, a higher return on investment, right? Because you got one mortgage payment. Let's say, for example, y'all, okay? Now, what they normally tell you when you go get a home loan, I don't know if anybody own a home yet. I'm just giving you, we can get a consultation call when we get done with the live, okay? Normally, what they tell you is you don't want to spend no more than 30% of your earned income on the cost of your living expenses. So either your rent or your mortgage, no more than 30%. So if you made, let's say you made $3,000 that month, they telling you don't spend no more than $1,000 on where you live at. Okay, that's what they're telling you. So that's a part of the qualifying criteria. But now, if you get the multifamily property, let's say that same 30% criteria does apply. And let's say that the mortgage on your property is, let's say double. Let's say the mortgage on your property is $6,000. Okay, higher return on investment. That $6,000 will now be divided across the number of units in your property. Okay, and then you get your 75% value against the amount that you generate. So you deduct that 75 off of the 6,000. The difference is what you're gonna be paying out of pocket. The rest of that 75%, the bank is crediting you for your tenants paying you that mortgage. So in turn, when you need more money, all you would think about now is you getting more property that has more doors as opposed to you going out doing more work and putting in more hours, right? See, now we thinking, guys. See, now we looking at it from a broad perspective of how can I get some of my time back and now increase my lifestyle and be able to enjoy myself for all the years of work that I've been doing. Look, y'all, we all been working for a long time. Y'all know my story, man. My mother had me in a summer job at 12 years old, man. 12, we wasn't even legally could work. Ma, I love you, ma, right? We couldn't even legally work for real. My mother was like, boy, you ain't sitting here doing nothing. She went in the neighborhood, talked to the community people at the community center. Look, man, my son needs to get a job, right? So now 12 years old, I'm up Bowie State, working up Bowie State, doing the cleanup stuff on college campus. At 13 is when you can get a job in D.C. through the Manbury Summer Youth Program. And from that time, I've been working the whole time. I'm 43 now. That's like 30 years that your man been working in the United States workforce, right? Right? And I'm proud of that. That's a badge of honor, right? So now that I've discovered another way to make the work for me, now I gotta bring it back to the family and show the family what's happening. We gotta get more multifamily property, y'all. And this is a part of the reason why we've been running a promotion, helping people to get qualified for funding, right? We've been trying to help 100 people get qualified for $25,000 in funding, right? Pull out your calculator, family. Matter of fact, hold on, y'all. Hold on, right? See, this is gonna be an interactive lesson, and it's gonna be a fun lesson, and I wanted to raise your lid too, y'all, because we gotta get off the short bus, man, and we gotta stop playing so much. It's all right to laugh and joke and have fun, but when you're losing, you should be crying a little bit too, and you know you're losing if you ain't satisfied with the way you're living. So listen, y'all, right? Boom. 100 people times 25,000. All right, this is 2.5 mil, right? 2.5 mil, y'all. 100 people, we get qualified for 25,000. Now we got 2.5 mil collectively. Y'all not giving me no money. I don't need your money. I can get my own funding. This is a vision that I have to now allow us to work together. And now in 100 families that we partner with, now we start to branch out and invest in bigger properties, hotels, strip malls, right? Apartment buildings, student housing, Ain't no limit on what we can do. Self-storage facilities, ain't no limit on what we can do, family. See, I'm doing this for you, and I was doing a promotion where y'all didn't even have to pay us for the funding or the credit repair, none of that. So I'm just broadening your mind right now. So now, less risk. Why does the bank assume that a multifamily property is less risk? Do you know why? It's because a single family property is you. Okay, it's you and the bank your silent partner. The single family property only has one person that's the source of income, that's you. Right? So if you get sick, you like, man, I'm sick and tired of this job, man. I got a headache, I'm tired, I'm hungry today, my back hurt, I don't want to go to work. The bank know that that's human error. The bank already know you liable to get tired at some point. They know this, right? We human. They already know, oh man, 30 years, at some point in that 30 years, this person is liable to miss a payment, this person liable to get sick, this person liable to experience loss of a loved one, this person liable to lose their job, so forth and so on. It's all life challenges. Nobody's exempt, right? The same rain cloud rain on us all, just not at the same time. But it's less risk because when you have a multifamily property, it's multiple people inside of the property that's paying the mortgage for you. See, I don't like to say it like that. Let me reword that. Let me not say paying the mortgage for you, right? They paying their own rent, but you the only one that hold the mortgage payment. So when you get all these rent payments, like Pac-Man, you feel me? When you run around that door like Pac-Man every month, take this with me, man. Put that up. Once you deduct what you owe the bank, the rest of that belong to who? I know y'all ride with me, fam. So look, strong demand. What's the strong demand? The strong demand is multifamily properties is basically an apartment. Most people can qualify for an apartment before they qualify for a home. Oh yes, we know this, y'all. Most people can qualify for an apartment before they qualify for a home. Why? Because the down payment is much smaller. You look at a $500,000 house. I know y'all see me keep going out to the calculator. So look, y'all, when I do the real estate show, right? When I do the real estate show, make sure y'all got the phone out so we can go through these calculator drills together, y'all, because we got to work together. Okay, let's say 200,000. Let's say you get the property for 200,000, okay? Even an FHA loan is 3.5% down payment, okay? Right? Now, that's still $7,000 that a person got to come up with to put down on an FHA loan. No apartment is gonna have you to have to put up $7,000, right? If you get a $1,000 apartment, it's gonna be $1,000 on the rent, $1,000 on the security deposit. minus 5,000, right? $2,000. If you get a $1,500 apartment, $1,500 on the rent, $1,500 on that's only $3,000. So that's why it's strong demand, because most people are not looking to put down that much money to move into a residence. That's just the truth, y'all. So if we decide to take the risk up front, this is why we're gonna get the most reward. No risk, no reward. See, in order to win, you gotta be willing to lose. Hello, see, you can't win without being willing to lose, but if you work with us, you're not gonna lose. See, buying multifamily properties is a win-win long term. Why? Because somebody always needs somewhere to stay. All right, moving on to the next slide, y'all. Hey, family, we cooking, family. Look, apologize for the technical difficulty. Right, I'm trying to get the sound together. Look, y'all, talk to Facebook too. Talk to your boy, Mark Zuckerberg. Shout out Mark Zuckerberg, because I don't want them to take the stream down. Look, shout out, look, talk to Zuckerberg. I got the live stream supposed to be streaming on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It's one more, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. Shout out to all my LinkedIn family. I've been getting a lot of love on LinkedIn. Shout out to everybody who's following us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. Shout out to everybody, man. They really been, y'all, hey, look, y'all been showing up for family too. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Hello, 6 Foot Giant reporting for duty. Y'all been showing a lot of love, man. We gaining a lot of momentum. We getting hot. We getting hot out here. Keep throwing the logs in the fire. Keep fanning the flame, goddamn. Don't show up just to get warm. Show up to throw logs in the fire, fan the flames, man, so that we can all catch fire. So look, y'all, Mark Zuckerberg, they got the video on Facebook private. I've been trying to get it to go public. That's what the delay was. I had an issue with the sound, and then I couldn't get the video to go public. So if anybody can help me with that, shoot me a DM, shoot me a message or something, show me how to change it, because it's private now, but I'm gonna try to switch it up once we finish. So look, the key benefits of multifamily investing: cash flow, we already talked about that, economies of scale, and then you got long-term appreciation. Okay, so listen, the long-term appreciation thing is something that I want y'all to really digest, right? It's called equity. Okay, equity is the difference between what you owe to what it's worth. The difference between what you owe to what it's worth, right? And I know a lot of people always want to invest in real estate, but it's intimidating because you're thinking of all these terms, right? Amortization, APR, you think adjustable rate mortgage, ARV, you thinking equity, you think home equity line of credit, you thinking debt to income ratio, you know, all of these terms that are foreign to you. PITI, principal, interest, tax, and insurance. You thinking all of these terms. Look, don't overwhelm yourself. Equity is what you owe, because the bank is your silent partner, and what the property is worth. Okay? So for example, look, keep your calculator out, y'all. We're gonna keep the same $200,000 example because it's an easy number. $200,000. Let's say you got the loan for $200,000, you keep the property for 5 years, y'all done paid down $50,000 off the house. Right, you and the tenants, y'all done paid down $50,000 off the house. Now this is being generous, it's only an example. Right? Minus 50,000. Right? Minus 50,000, family. So now you still owe 150. Right? You owe 150. But now, let's say it's a housing boom, right? Developers come into the area, McDonald's move on the block, Chipotle move on the block, Chick-fil-A move on the block. You know that's where everybody go at. 7-Eleven move on the block, Wawa Royal Farm. You understand? Wawa Royal Farm going ham too. They popping them everywhere. So let's say all these developers move on the block. So now your property worth $400,000, but you only owe 150, right? So watch this, y'all. 150 minus, okay, 400, right? That's $250,000 appreciation. Hello, come on, family. I'm giving y'all all the simple examples. Right? That's $250,000 on the appreciation, right? Right? So now, boom, right? So now, once you got $250,000 in appreciation, you didn't put up the whole $50,000 to even pay the house down in the first place, nor did you really do anything different to get the $250, right? You got the $250 because you paid the mortgage on time, you had the right tenants in there, you had the right management team in there, and you took the risk. Remember I said from the beginning, right? No risk, no reward. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward, right? You got to be willing to take the risk. How do you take the risk? First of all, you got to believe in yourself. Second of all, you got to get a plan. Third of all, you need to come work with us, right? So we can show you how to get everything structured so that you qualify for the type of loan that you need to buy a multifamily property. And then you let the property start to work for you like it's an employee. So when you need more money, you don't go do more work. You don't go do more physical work. No, you go do more mental work. Man, now how do I figure this out so I can get more property and let the property pay me? Okay? So that's how you get your appreciation, y'all. You end up with a few $100,000 appreciation long term on estimate. I'm just using this as an example. Each deal is different, but y'all get the example. I gotta say this as a disclaimer. All of these is examples. All right? Now, how you get started? Okay, family. How do you get started in the multifamily arena, right? First, you gotta assess your goals. Now, what's your goal? Now, this is what I tell everybody who come work with us, right? Listen, man, you can't work with us without a job. We cannot get you a job, okay? You got to get your own self a job, right? And no bank or credit union is going to give you a loan without a job. Why? Because they don't know how they're going to get their money back. That's like somebody coming to you. That's like somebody coming to you directly and asking you to borrow money. In your mind, First of all, you thinking about the person who asking you, and then you thinking in your mind, man, do he work somewhere or where she work at? You dig what I'm saying? And then determine what your answer is, where they work at. You thinking about the amount they asking you now. Person come ask you to borrow $5,000. You like, man, where you work at? They like U-Haul. U-Haul? Like, yeah, man, I'm the clerk at U-Haul. Man, come on, bro. You can't get 5,000. You can get 50. Huh? You might can get 100 piece, maybe. I don't know. You know what I mean? You got to put half down and then you give me the other half when you get paid. You dig what I'm saying? We might go work that out, but you talking about you working UPS, talking about can you buy 5,000? This is what you're gonna think of for yourself, right? So you first gotta have a job, then you assess your goals, right? Then when you assess your goals, see your goal is to get the property. Don't worry about you not knowing all of the, man, I don't know nothing about real estate. Okay, nobody don't know nothing about nothing until you go know about it. Right? Don't nobody know nothing about nothing until you go to know about it. Hello, then you go get with the people who do know, right? Now you got to research and find your property. How you do that? Whatever city you live in, all that time you taking pulling up around the way, all that time you taking pulling up on the block, all that time you taking what? You about to go pull up at Happy Hour, you about to go pull up at the lounge, you about to go pull up at the basketball court, you about to go pull up and roll one with your dog, you about to go pull up, man, and play the drinking game and all this. You need to be riding around your city. Call your Shooby-Dooby up if you need some company, man. Call your honey bunny. Get her on the phone. Look, babe, I'm going to take a ride. I just want you to ride with me. I ain't seen you in a minute. Just hold the phone with me for a minute. I got some business to take care of. And you ride around and you look for property in your city. You go to the neighborhood that you want to live in or that you could see yourself owning some property in. And you say, let me go over here and get some of these addresses, right? When you get the addresses, what you do? Google, right? Put them in Google. Type them up, see if the property is available. Well, look, we got the whole sequence to show y'all how to scout the properties and all that. I'm just giving you what you can do today because I don't want nobody to have no excuses and think, oh, well, man, he did this whole lesson and then we still ain't got nothing to go. You got what to go off of. First, get your job. Keep your job. Then you start looking for property in your city. Don't worry about the price, y'all. I already told y'all how we gonna work the price. The price, 75% of what the rent roll is. Oh, with Jabbar, how do I know what the rent roll is? Okay, when you find the property, right? You take the number that you seen on the property, when you put it in Google, it's gonna have a number for you either to call the agent, or you call the person who owns the property, or you call a property management company. Okay? When you call, you say, how much is the rent? Right? If you call the lease office, you say, hey man, how much is it to rent the properties over there, the apartments over there? How much for the 1 bedroom, how much for the 2 bedroom? That's what's gonna tell you what the rent roll is. And then you say, well, how many units y'all got in the building? So look, y'all, I'm walking y'all through the whole deal, fam. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Y'all gotta give me a round of applause so far. We've been cooking, y'all. So look, when you get the address, you put it in Google. You call over there to the leasing office or the landlord himself. You ask him, look, how much for a 1-bedroom? Let's say he say $1,500. How much for a 2-bedroom? Let's say he say $2,000. Okay? Hold on, y'all. $1,500 for a 1-bedroom. Then you say, man, well, how many 1-bedrooms y'all got in the building? He say 10. Right? 1,500 times 10 is 15,000. So you say, how much for a 2-bedroom? Let's say you say 2,000. Okay? Boom. How many 2-bedrooms in the property? Let's say you say 10. Boom. 2,000 times 10, that's 20 bands. Right? Right? Boom. 20 bands for the 2 bedrooms, 10 units in there, 15 bands for the 1-bedroom. 20 and 15, this simple math, y'all. Rent roll 35,000. I'm giving y'all the whole example live on air right now. Shout out to Mark Zuckerberg. They got me private, y'all. Make sure y'all look, somebody tag me so we can get this to go public. We wanted to go public. Like, share, subscribe, retag, repost somebody. We got to put the game out there, y'all, because we want all of us to get that funding so that we can start buying some big properties together and getting paid every month. Mailbox money. Oh, yes. So look, 35,000. That's the rent roll, okay? Boom. 35,000, y'all, we're going to do the same example. We get 75% of this credited to us for our qualifying income, okay? Times 75%. So that's 26,250 that's credited to us every month on top of, let's say you make $5,000 a month. So now they giving you 26,250 plus your 5,000 from your salary every month. So now the bank is giving you credit for $31,000 income per month. If you times that times 12, you on paper looking like you making 375 bands. I'm getting excited for you. Hello, I'm getting excited for you. See, we don't have no more excuses after the day. So look, that's analyzing the property right there. Of course, it is a little more detailed, but this is the baseline. Now, securing financing. Most people is going to think with your box. Man, I didn't know it was that simple. You thinking like, damn, King, I didn't know it was that simple. Man, I'm glad I got on this live program. I'm glad I watched it. I'm glad my sister, my partner shared it to me. They tagged me in the post. Man, I'm glad. So now what I do next? You got to secure financing. The bank and the credit union is your silent partner. Now, unless you got 375 large sitting under the mattress, right? Hold on, y'all. Right? 375K. Unless you got 375 sitting under the mattress, you got to go to the bank. So now, what we do at this point, okay? What we do at this point, we call down to the bank. Or you go down there, however you feeling, right? Some people want to save gas. Y'all know they got the gas too high right now. So if you want to save gas, you put in the call. You ask to speak with the mortgage department. You say, look, y'all, what's the qualifications for a home loan? They're going to tell you, write it down. You say, what's the qualifications for a multi-family property? They're going to tell you, you write it down. So when they tell you the qualifications, now you have a checklist. Hello, see how simple this is? Now you got a checklist to now hold yourself accountable for. You need a credit score of a certain amount. You need work history of a certain amount. You need deposit of a certain amount. They're going to tell you a whole checklist, all right? Now, if they say, do you got a property in mind? Don't get into all that right now. Don't get into all that right now, right? Because we still scouting properties, right? I just gave you a quick back of the napkin, like how you can ride around your city and spot one and then put yourself in the mindset of like, yeah, man, this ain't out of reach at all. Like, I understand why it's so important now to come work with King and the consultant team and get my credit right, because I'm basically in position right now just by having a job. So look, after you do all that, then the next thing is to get started, man. Right? The next thing is to come on and get started, fam. See, the future of multifamily investing, see, the demand gonna always be strong because most people want to rent as opposed to buy because it's less qualification time, right? The rental income is secure. We already know if you get a young lady, single mother with 2, 3, 4 kids, she'll be a lifetime tenant for you. In most cases. I love the single mothers too. I love the single mother. Shout out to all my single mothers, all my sisters holding it down, all the women. We love the women of life. The women love us. We get a lot of love and support and help from the women, right? We couldn't do what we do without the love, support, and undying commitment that the women is able to provide to the men that they support and that they look up to and that they believe in. We love the women. We hold them in high regard, right? The rental income is secure, especially for an elderly person, especially for a disabled vet. I'm just giving you different niches and different categories of people who, when you interviewing your potential tenants, you look at things in this way. Any successful company look at you and me as customers, right? And they have this term what they call LTV, okay? Right? Successful businesses got a term that they use. LTV. What you think LTV stand for, family? Okay. Lifetime value. Right? LTV, value. Lifetime value of what? Lifetime value of the customer relationship. Hello. See, Apple do it all the time. Apple get ready to come out with the new iPhone. I'm gonna probably get it. I gotta keep it real, man. I'm still on the 13 Pro Max because they didn't change that for the last 3 years. Shout out to Apple too, though. I love Apple. Shout out to Steve Jobs. Rest in peace to Steve Jobs. Shout out to Tim Cook. There you go. Yeah. See, I've been rolling with him since Steve Jobs. So shout out to Steve Jobs. Rest in peace to him. Shout out to Tim Cook. He's doing his thing over there. Bob Iger, all them guys over there. They changed the world. The world will never be the same because of the iPhone. The iPhone get ready to come out in another 2-3 weeks. I'm gonna probably get the jump because I'm still on the 13. They didn't change nothing in between the last 2-3 years that really moved me, right? They ain't changing to really move me, but I'm sure some people, because I was buying a new ones every year. See, they already accept the lifetime value of a customer like me. Hello, you too. Somebody else gonna get it with me. They gonna have the sleeping bags, the fold-up chairs. They gonna have the grill outside, baby. They gonna post up right outside the storefront. And I remember when they was sleeping outside, camping out, doing the whole nine, waiting to get the phone before the internet popped off like that, where you wasn't ordering it online, you had to show up at the store. Lifetime value of the customer. See, you gotta look at all this when you're looking at your tenants, right? You gotta look at the people who most likely to be with you for a lifetime. Why? Because you can bank on that income. Look, if you get what was the example we used? $1,500 for the 1 bedroom, right? $1,500 for the 1 bedroom, right? All right, okay. So that was $15,000 a month because it was 10 units. Okay. Now watch this, y'all. I'm being modest. That's why I took the 1 bedroom. 15,000 times 12. Okay. Let's do the math, family. All right. See, I got to show y'all these numbers because I want the numbers to get you excited. Okay. Now watch this. 15,000 times 12. That's 180,000 a year. That ain't even counting your 2 bedrooms yet. Okay. So listen to this. Right? So now, this 180,000 for that year. We talking about the LTV, right? We talking about the lifetime value, right? So now the lifetime value, you get the mortgage for 30 years. Woo! Woo, it just got hot in here. Shout out to Nelly, man. It's getting hot in here. Shout out to Nelly and Ashanti. So look, 180,000 times 30. That's 5.4 mil. Woo! 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 Oh! Oh! 5.4 mil. That's just for your 1 bedrooms over 30 years. So you basically get one property and be set for a lifetime. Huh? I know I just blew your fuse. I know I just blew your fuse. I know I just blew your fuse. I know I just blew your fuse, man. Look, I know I'm doing the Lord work too. I'm telling you. That's why I just got so excited. I know you didn't know you was going to learn this tonight at midnight. One property over the course of the 30-year loan. You get the right property in the right market, you end up with 5.4 million. That was just for your 1 bedroom. We ain't even talking the other $2,000 per 2 bedroom unit at the same cost, 12, and then you multiply, and then you, right? Come on, family. So look, y'all. I'm saying all that to say what? I'm saying all that to say what, y'all? The next step. So the next step is, look, send us a message on one of these social media platforms. let's get you a consultation and really expand your mind and sit down and see how we can help you, right? Property selection. We'll get down to the property selection depending on what market you're in, depending on what demographic you're in, okay? We got to determine that based on what area of the country you're in, because that's what's going to determine where your earned income potential is, what the market stability is like, other differentiating factors, right? Different investment strategies. Now, some people don't want to be a full-time investor, and I get that. You can do this while you're still keeping your job, right? You just get one at a time. You get one, you stabilize it, and then you build on that. You put a property management company in place. You don't even have to do the work, right? And then going to the closing table, we already know what that's about. So look, y'all, that's about to be our time for the evening, right? Look, for all those who want to work with us, scan this QR code right here, right? Go ahead and blow that up for you. All right. So for all who want to work with us, look, scan the QR code, right? Work with us to help you build your future. Start with the multifamily properties. Contact us today. Schedule a consultation. And look, tap in with us on either Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, right? Send us an email, right? info@brownbuildingconsultant.com. We'll follow back up with you, get on the consultation call, see how we can help. So look, y'all, it's been fun, right? It's been an exciting episode, right? I hope y'all like the new setup, the new platform, right? The new distributing of the information that we're doing out here. Until the next time, look, I'm the one who tell you get your mind right, then I tell you get your grind right, then I tell you get your shine right, then you will end up in the limelight. Little piece of love, have some fun with yourself too, family. Don't be all stuffy when you getting your money, man. Look, we all professionals in some regard. You gotta have some fun and be relatable and be able to connect with people.